guys, welcome to the show. I'm Manny.
I'm Terrence.
And here are the goods. But we're going to start with the bads.
All right.
And that was this freaking past weekend's box office.
was out.
Because it was freaking disgusting. That was like nothing.
Nothing was out. I was trying to think of a reason why to go to the movie theater, and nothing. There was nothing.
And not even it being free for me, and I still didn't want to go. It was that freaking, there was nothing I want to see.
I gave up on seeing Escape Room because it was kind of mixed as far as the reviews that I heard on it. I gave up on, or I did see, I saw Glass. So that was the only thing I did get to see.
And guess what? You and everybody else, because Glass was number one, 19 million for Glass, dropped 52% from week to week.
I mean, that's pretty standard. I think the only thing that they worried about with Glass was the opening amount.
Yeah.
For the very first week. So that's where kind of.
And, healthy 47 mil with MLK weekend. So that first week. So that 52 drop is pretty much, that sounds about right. Did not hold as well as Split did. Split only dropped 27% from one week to the next.
I think Split we weren't expecting a lot of Split, and then it got a lot of good word of mouth.
Exactly. And that's what's going on with this, because you got like so many mixed reviews, from critics and audiences.
Right.
What did you think? Well, we're gonna do a separate show for that, but just real quick, yes or no?
Not as bad as people say.
Not as bad as people say, but you know what? It took a second viewing of it to come up with that.
The first time I saw it, I was like, okay, I get it, and it leaves a lot for you to want to see afterwards.
All right, well, it's at 73 million total, 162 worldwide so far, so not bad for 2 weeks. Number two, The Upside.
The Upside. I'm still not ready to see this film.
You want to talk word of mouth? Word of mouth on that is that it is hilarious, that it is really good drama comedy. That
I had heard that it was formulaic and that you knew the beats of the film as it went on, and you're like, oh, this is
probably because it's based on true story.
Oh. Well, there you go.
But Kevin Hart really, he shines in it. He's actually not playing,
scary black man.
So 12 million, 63 so far for The Upside.
Okay.
And still holding on, Aquaman, 7.3 million.
Wow. I mean, it's over $1 billion, right?
It has now beaten The Dark Knight Rises, and now is WB's number one comic book movie of all time.
Wow. I mean, that's amazing. Just see what they do coming forward. I mean, we're obviously going to get Aquaman 2, so we know that's coming, but what else are they going to do, and how well will they do it? Will they follow the blueprint that was set in Aquaman, or will they continue to try to do something else?
Well, they brought James Wan back
obviously,
for part two.
Him, Patty Jenkins, everybody who's made money on a film, you get to come back. Everybody else lost money?
Yeah, so he'll be back. So I'm pretty sure that you're right. He might keep the same tone. My question is, what villain?
I mean, they got to bring back Black Manta.
So just extend that part.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll see that. All right. One of the premieres that came out was The Kid Who Would Be King. And it was like, it did like jester numbers because it was crap.
I didn't even hear about this film.
$7.2 million that it's made. Now this is pretty much kind of like one of the first family movies of the year, besides The Dog's Way Home.
Okay.
But this is the second family movie, and just no audience, man. No audience for it whatsoever.
Well, like I said, everything that was in the theaters is. I think people kind of look at, okay, this is what's in the theaters, and then why I'm also here. I can take my kids to go see this, or why I was there. I noticed that this was out, and then people kind of want to go see it. But I mean, what was the marketing for this film? I didn't even heard about it.
Yeah, it was like hardly anything. But what I'm noticing is that when it comes to King Arthur, Robin Hood, these kind of movies just don't do anything.
The kids now, this generation, don't remember that anymore. They don't grow up on that.
Now we need Fortnite the movie or something.
There you go. Fortnite the movie would make so much money.
Now the thing that sucks about that right now is that the budget for this movie was 60 mil. So
they actually made $7 million the first week.
Yeah, domestically. So maybe that UK money, that overseas money, might do something.
Maybe. Was the lead actor British?
Well, they all talk British accent. I mean, so that's what I'm saying. So maybe
they might support it.
So number 5, Spider-Man, still in there, $6 million.
Hey, that's great. I mean, more animated films from Marvel. I want to see theatrical, least animated films.
And now that it's Oscar nominated, we talked about it the last time. Now that it's Oscar nominated.
Yeah, everybody's going to want to go see it now because of the nomination. That happens with all the nomination films. If they're still in the theaters, people are going to go see them.
So you're talking about the box office low and how bad it was, right? Well, a lot of these Oscar movies were re-released. So
Yeah.
Star is Born, Green Book.
Getting that nomination money. Getting that
nomination money, exactly. And that kind of contributed to that whole because everybody's already seen it.
Yeah. And it was like people who hadn't seen it, they were like, oh, let me check. Is it? Oh, it's still in theaters. Let me go see it now before the Oscars come out.
Or I want to see what all the hype's about.
Yeah, exactly.
So that contributed to the freaking dip. Big time on the.
For everybody else. Everybody else suffered because of all the good films that have already been out.
All right, Dud of the Week.
Dud of the Week.
Dud of the Week is Serenity. We give it to Anne Hathaway and Matthew McConaughey.
Oh, snap. I forgot. That is a dud because I forgot that this film came out.
And so did everybody else.
Because I forgot, and I'm sitting there thinking
it's done nothing. It's done nothing. We made more money. We made more money this past week.
Exactly, right? Let me slide some money over to you, Anne Hathaway.
21% Rotten Tomatoes. The reviews are awful. No marketing. Yeah. Destined to fail.
I mean,
Netflix had a better week.
I'm just saying, it's like, can she come back and play Catwoman?
Yeah, really, right? That's the only way Anne Hathaway or Princess Diaries or something.
Princess Diaries 3.
Next up, Miss Bala. It's with Gina Rodriguez. She's actually taking on the cartels. That kind of movie, like Peppermint, but like for Mexicans. For the Latins.
It was called Colombiana. We already seen this movie.
Well, she actually gets taken hostage.
Okay.
And then I guess she learns how to fight. I guess
this is Taken 5.
Yeah. But she's just barely learning her skills.
Okay.
She doesn't have the set of skills.
She's got a particular set of skills that she's going to learn.
So that's coming up, and then after that we get ready for Lego.
All right, that's the big one. That's where all the money's going to be made.
Yep.
Everybody's waiting for Lego 2, so I'm waiting for Lego 2.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Lego 2 So the Oscar nominations were released, and big shock that freaking Black Panther is nominated for Best Picture.
I'm not shocked, sir. Why would you be shocked?
I'm very shocked. Okay, so the Oscar nominations were released,
shocked at all.
But the SAGs were already in award season. The SAGs just happened last week. Okay, and Black Panther cast, which the last final award is always Best Ensemble. Okay. So these are awards that are basically given from the actors, from your peers, basically. Right. Okay. And this cast won the Best Ensemble.
I mean, you had so many big names in the film of people that wanted to be involved in
why wouldn't Avengers win?
Shut up. You had so many big names in this film that people just wanted to be involved in it. And it was a great casting. They got to do such a great cast because, like I said, people wanted to be within it. So it helped them out that it was a monumental film.
But you look at like some of the past, like Spotlight,
right?
When you had Michael Keaton, Rachel McAdams, Ruffalo, and all these guys, right? Yeah. Now that's a good ensemble cast for a movie with so much substance in it. Okay, this is just my opinion. Don't hate me out there, but that's worthy in my opinion. And I'm not saying anything.
You don't feel like Black Panther was worthy of this?
No, just give me a second. Black Panther was worthy of this? Just give me a second.
Black people unite.
Just give me a second.
Email the Goods channel at gmail.com.
Okay, so okay. This is the highest grossing movie to have a Best Ensemble win.
Okay.
Right. So now to go back to what you were asking me.
Black people unite!
Move this man!
It's not that I don't think it deserves it. I mean, all of those actors are great. Freaking Boseman, he's a nominated actor, I believe. Angela Bassett. Angela Bassett, freaking nominated for Tina Turner for the What's Love Got to Do with It. And Michael B. Jordan's coming up. He's doing some really good stuff.
Right.
And the ladies in there were amazing. It's a good cast. Don't get me wrong.
Forrest Whitaker. Also got nominations.
Yeah, he won. What are you talking about? He's an Oscar winner.
Oh, there you go. Forrest Whitaker.
But I'm looking at it as it's a Marvel film. Why is that different than a Thor or an Avengers? Because you want to talk ensemble, that Avengers Infinity War cast is ridiculously stacked with Oscar winners and
probably
nominees.
Because of the themes that went on in this film versus the themes that go in some of the other Marvel films. This one seemed to hit more of a like cultural thing as opposed to, it was more cultural than it was like I have superheroes versus supervillains type deal, even in a real world scenario. It played more to those themes than it played to like, hey, there's just superheroes dealing with all these cultural things.
But then you then you have to take a step back and look at it as, is it genuinely a well-deserved award, or is it a political one?
Wait, you trying to get me to pick against Black Panther here?
I'm
Black,
asking,
sir!
I'm
I
asking
am black, sir!
who actually thinks it's all right, who actually has been on record.
I've never said that out loud. I've never said that out loud.
You said it yesterday.
I was talking about.
I swear on my mother's life, I don't care what you said about Black Panther. You did see it, and you didn't like it either.
So, as far as do I feel like it was deserving, it's one of those things. So this was the SAGs, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the SAGs always pick stuff that they deserve to get some type of recognition versus what is the best film.
But these are actors voting for actors.
I mean, that's what peers believe. I mean,
Again,
people voted Trump in, man.
that's a good point. All right. But that's what I'm asking. Do you think that this whole thing with Black Panther, especially
I'm
in
not
Oscars,
peers.
okay, especially in Oscars? I'm not just talking about this ensemble win. Great actors, all of them. I don't see the difference between them, between the cast of Black Panther and the cast of Avengers: Infinity War. I don't see the difference, which is why I question that win. But it is what it is. They're good people. They're good actors in there, so I can't really fault them. And now if Mahershala Ali was in that, then I would say, hell yeah, put that in there. That's why I would have chosen Green Book's cast as opposed to the Black Panther. That's just me. I just love Mahershala Ali.
Dang, man, if he'd have been in this film.
Yeah. Anyway, but now you look at it from an Oscar nom where it's nominated for Best Picture. Is that nomination for what it delivered as far as the story, the plot, the effects, the overall the overall movie, or is it a political nomination?
Well, you have to look at it in a sense that what do you think deserve to be in there more than it? Because there's going to be a bunch of things that they put in there that they ultimately don't feel like is the best picture, but they feel like it deserves a nomination. It needs to be recognized. Okay. Well,
So now let's get into that.
okay.
Now they put a
So
comic
what was
book movie-
snubbed?
Hey, well, you know what? I did not agree when they snubbed Dark Knight
Okay.
in Best Picture.
All right. They
Right?
did. They did.
Okay, they snubbed him, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they were thinking they were going to give it to Heath Ledger.
So now I'm looking at it from a comic book movie. If you're gonna say that, okay, we're gonna put this in a comic book movie.
Okay.
Is this now, since it's
Is this
Oscar
the best
nominated,
comic book movie?
is this now the best comic book movie ever?
No.
Of 2018.
No.
So let's look at it. All right. Avengers. It's not
Infinity
better than
War?
Avengers.
It's not better than Infinity War. They came out the same year that it came out. So.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. 2018.
Okay. Yeah.
Ant-Man and the Wasp.
It's better than.
It's better than Ant-Man and the Wasp. Okay. Aquaman.
It's got better dialogue than Aquaman.
It does have better dialogue than Aquaman.
Aquaman had better action scenes.
Aquaman had better action scenes. Black Panther had better acting.
Yes.
I give him that for real.
I know, it's a toss-up.
And it's a beautiful movie. But they're both beautiful
They're
movies.
both beautiful movies.
They're both
they
beautiful
both had
movies.
great plays on color and palettes and everything like that.
Exactly.
I'll call it a toss-up.
Okay. All right. Is it better than Deadpool 2?
I'm biased. I can't answer that question. I have a love for Ryan Reynolds. I can't. They skip that one. I can't do that one because I have a love for Ryan Reynolds.
You have
It's unfair. It's unfair.
Okay. All right. And finally, is it better than Spider-Verse?
No.
Which is why my point exactly. It is not.
It's not better than
It's
Spider-Verse.
not a Best Picture nominee. I'm sorry.
You know why? Because they won't put I don't think they've ever put a
Beauty and the Beast,
Beauty- okay, there you go.
1992, 91.
Yeah, one movie was that 29 years ago.
I get it. I understand. But that was just my point that,
That's why they do the animation category by itself, so they will never put it in Best Picture now.
That
They're
is
going to give it an
why-
award in the other one.
that is
so
why-
It didn't get snubbed by that one. Aquaman and Black Panther's a toss-up, but Infinity War was a better film. If they were going to pick a comic book movie, it should have been Infinity War.
Thank you. And that is my point. That's
Which featured Black Panther.
which features Black Panther. Exactly. So guess what? By default, that should have been in there. But you know what? I have have a feeling that one's gonna make another show called The Goodies.
Oh.
I think that's where the real. Well, either way, leave your comment below and let us know. Let us know what you think. Is Black Panther worthy of being that Oscar-nominated movie? I don't know. It's a toss-up for me. I don't think so, but that's just me.
I'm black. Yes, it is.
All right. Well, I'm not gonna go with the black part. I'm not doing a black segue here, but let's go with. But let's talk some Resident Evil.
All right.
Now we haven't seen Resident Evil since the final
Mila
chapter. Jovovich, right? With the final chapter one, which was actually pretty good. I like the last Resident Evil. That's just me. We had the poster up and everything.
Yeah, exactly. We took her down.
We took it down.
She got knocked down from the wall of hotness.
Well, it's evergreen, so we have to.
There you go.
Evergreen. You can't see this, but okay.
We need to
anyway.
spot for hotness.
All right. So that's the last time that we've seen that. Now, overall, the Resident Evil movies. Now, a guy named Matt out there, he looked this up, and this is pretty much what Resident Evil has done. Okay. Part one.
The best one.
It actually is. I like Afterlife. I have the guilty pleasure of mine. All right, 103 million.
Okay.
Apocalypse was 125. Extinction was 149. That's the one I cannot stand, but oh well.
Mad Maxing it.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I didn't like it. But anyway, Afterlife 295.
That was a CGI heavy one.
But I liked it a lot. I thought it was really.
It was really CGI heavy. It's like, it was so CGI.
So you go from that high of Afterlife, and then you're expecting it to continue, and it's gonna be badass and freaking Retribution, and then. Retribution was awful. So, but that one still managed to gross 240.
Who's watching these films?
This is worldwide.
Okay.
Okay, so the last one was the final chapter. That was 314 million. So
because everybody was, let's see how this stuff ends.
No, they're like, it's over. It's finally over. Let's watch it just because it's over. All right, so now it's gonna transition possibly to the small screen.
On Netflix, which
on Netflix.
Is it going to be animated or are they doing a live action?
It's supposed to be a live action.
I think about they did the Dead Rising live action one on what was that small channel that just has an app? Sorry, Ryan. There's an app that does a channel and I forget what it's called because it's a monthly subscription to it. But they did 2 Dead Rising live action films and they were just I know Netflix does high budget stuff and high production, so I'm more in line to see it and I hope they do something more horror related. But when they announce it, I'm like thinking Dead Rising, I'm like, don't do that.
Okay, if they're going to transition from big screen to small screen, do you think Netflix, what should Netflix really do with this property? And should they tie in or completely go reboot? You think they should go reboot all the time? No Mila.
No, not at all.
Special.
Not at all. I want some. Look, they just released the remake, or not remaster, but the remake to Resident Evil 2, and that game looks amazing.
Yeah,
it looks amazing. So look, get something closer to what the actual the lore of Resident Evil is from the games, as opposed to where they just kind of drifted off and did their own thing, but just sprinkled in some elements from the video game. Look, stay towards that. Capcom has done a bunch of CGI animated films. I think they've done like 2 or 3 of them already.
Degeneration.
They did Degeneration, and that was their last one. And they did it.
That's all I got.
Yeah, they did at least 2. Because I actually have them too, and I just can't remember the name. But they did at least 2 of them, and so I was thinking maybe Netflix was going to go more along that, or maybe go like what they did with Castlevania and do just straight animated, which would have been interesting as well. You haven't seen the Castlevania one? Oh, okay,
I want to see it. Yeah, I haven't had it yet.
All right, so I thought they might do something like that because Ari Shankar was talking about like all the different things that he's going to be involved with. So. Did they say who's producing this?
No, they did not.
Because this might be the next thing that because he was talking about all the things he was going to do for Netflix and do more serious, more horror elemented type things. If he's involved, I'm super excited if they could just get George Romero.
So he's dead
from the grave. From the grave.
Okay.
From the grave.
Well, you bring up Romero, you bring up the zombies and all that, and that plays a really big part in the Resident Evil lore. So with the success of shows like Walking Dead and Z Nation and all that, well, not really Z Nation, but with like The Walking Dead, they can still they're not limited by commercials and censors and all that.
They can go straight up. Yeah.
So
Nudity in Resident Evil. Finally get to see Claire nude.
this is where Netflix can thrive. This is what they can really do something really big if they also go that route too, as far as that kind of makeup, practical effects.
Yeah.
No damn squibs, please. You know, if they go that route, and I think you're right. I think that it can do something. I mean, they're riding high on Bird Box right now.
Yeah.
You know, Bird Box.
They've had hits. They've had some misses, but they've had plenty of hits to where they're gonna keep doing these high budget, straight to Netflix or Netflix original content things. So I'm excited in a sense, but like I said, in the back of my mind is Dead Rising. If you ever get a chance to look at the Dead Rising trailers,
isn't that bad?
It's just low budget. And that's all it is. It's just very low budget, and it's a big IP that should have been given a better budget and probably been produced by somebody else. But they got 2 of them, so people watch the first one.
I think reboot is the way to go. I don't think that they should continue anything. I think leave it at the final chapter, make it a Resident Evil verse, and it's in a different dimension.
There you go.
Let's do this right. And if you're gonna start
In
from
Chris
scratch,
Redfield's fever dream, he dreamed of Mila Jovovich.
So, but yeah, I think you're right. Reboot it, go that route. Yeah,
Wow.
Go that route. Practical effects, they have it. They have like the whole freaking thing ahead of them that they can do whatever they want.
Whatever they want.
Netflix is starting to really, show up what's up. They show everybody what's up.
Because Disney's on the rise.
But not just that. It's they just released, like I said, I just mentioned Bird Box, doing really well out there. Bullock's gold in it. It's doing really well. But now they're getting even more notice because they did the Roma movie, the Spanish speaking movie that's nominated for Best Picture, Best Director, and all that stuff. So Netflix is now a major player in actual studios. Along with
they are coming up to be like a regular film studio.
Absolutely, and that original content is what's making them even more freaking successful because not only do they have Stranger Things and all that other stuff, but now they're this original content as far as movies are concerned, taking them all the way, man.
There you go, man, and they're trying to keep me because they know I'm gonna leave when Disney streaming opens.
Are you really?
I'm going to get Disney streaming. All it will come down to is if Netflix has enough to keep me there.
But they're not gonna. But it's all gonna be all Disney. I mean, it's not gonna have Stranger Things.
It's gonna have all of the Disney vault. Well, I hope it has all of the Disney vault. It's gonna have all the Marvel movies, all the Star Wars films. You're not gonna leave for that. You're not gonna want to get on that.
Well, I mean,
all the new stuff that they're talking about coming out with. I don't know how we got on this topic.
I know, right? the Loki thing. With Tom Hiddleston.
Yeah, I'm like really into that.
It's
like, but I only have so much money. I only have so much money. So, Hulu, you're on the chopping block, by the way.
Hulu might be gone. Hulu might be gone. All right. Well, you know what? Sorry, Hulu. All right.
In case you guys want to sponsor us one day.
Birds of Prey trailer.
Birds of Prey
trailer talk.
Which I did not know till you showed up that there was
trailer talk.
A trailer
and it was really small, really, real quick. It was probably about a good 20 seconds, 30 seconds. It was like really nothing.
They did what they did with the Joker, the film test.
And that's exactly what it looked like. It looked more like a screen test, just to look at how the costumes look and how they're gonna look, the character.
Or like a promotional film that they probably get, or a promotional clip that they gave to like investors. Hey, you guys are like contributing to this, or everybody on the board, this is what we're coming out with. Here's your first look of what you're spending your money on.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, it's pretty awesome. Get it out to the fans. Let's buzz up some interest on it.
And Margot Robbie did just that by posting an Instagram picture of her as Harley Quinn, saying "Miss me," that kind of thing.
Oh, God.
So I saw that and I could not wait. Boom! It comes out.
Okay.
All right. Like I said, it's not something like as far like actual footage of the movie, so it's not that big of a deal. Like I'm kind of like on the fence about it. I don't know if this is.
I'm expecting more to come out, just like they did with the Joker thing, where like they released a whole.
Well, you see how that turned out.
Not that Joker. The latest one is coming out. So they did the screen test, and everybody was just kind of like, okay, it was just him standing there, and then they flashed the whole makeup thing on real quick, and that was it. And then like we started to see him walking out of the club, and then the subway scene. I think they're gonna just kind of drip some of that stuff out, like drip, 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 drip. Stage go. I think it's gonna come out little by little as they kind of work us up to a trailer, because we still haven't got the Joker trailer yet. So They're gonna just give us a little bit at a time, just to kind of pique our interest, get us talking and stuff like that, and we'll get to see more. I'm kind of, and we were looking online to see if we could see like some screen grabs of like the people who are playing all these other characters, because most of it was just you got shot to their costumes.
Yeah. So you got Mary Elizabeth Winstead, who I freaking love to death. You know, she's the one that played Lucy McLean in that Die Hard You Can't Stand. But you know, you got
Die Hard, the worst Die Hard.
No, that's Good Day to Die Hard, not the other one. Anyway, but she's playing the Huntress. So, but it's like really quick glimpses. You can't like, you have to like press pause and like really look.
Right.
But I'm pretty sure she's gonna look freaking gorgeous in it. Journey Smollett Bell as Black Canary.
Sure.
Okay. she looked okay. Like I said, quick glimpses.
I'm gonna look up some screen grabs somewhere.
Rosie Perez possibly might be in this. Renee Montoya. She is a cop for the GCPD.
Is she like a captain?
She might be the one drinking the alcohol.
Rosie is like 137 years old, man.
Yeah, but she's still would.
I was still.
Okay, all right.
And I was like, what is she doing? It was like, don't let her break a hip, man.
Ella Joy Basco will be playing Cassandra Cain, who actually eventually becomes Batgirl. I think she's the one with the cast, with the pink cast. I think that's her.
Wait. They're not gonna go Barbara Gordon?
I don't know.
Oh. You gotta go Barbara Gordon.
You do have that with the bat. Do you see the bat?
Yeah.
With the, yeah. So you have that one, that shot, and then Margot Robbie. All right. So you get the quick glimpses with her holding the martini glass. She's drinking. Everybody's drinking, really.
Of course.
And then and she's wearing this weird ass ruffle thing. I don't know what the hell she's wearing.
That's weird when she wears a jester costume.
And, hey, I'll take the jester costume over that weird thing she's got on, but got the suspenders going. She, like I said, just a screen test, I think, with just the costumes. But overall, I mean, her hair's shorter. She looks different. She doesn't look like the Harley Quinn from Suicide Squad, but she still looks amazing. She was a show stealer in that movie. More likely she's gonna be a show stealer again.
Of course.
So
I wouldn't doubt if this movie is based around her completely.
I wouldn't either. And she has her mallet, her big freaking sledgehammer there.
That's great.
Yeah. So
I'm really excited. I want to see more. I kind of want to see more of the other people in their costumes to kind of see exactly what we're getting.
In more detail. Because it was like really
some type of context anyway, or like somewhere on a scene or on a street or something like that, or even promotional photos. Do promotional photos so that way at least we get good glimpses of them. And I know they're going to do that later as they get closer to the film. We're so far away from this film actually coming out. I can't see them wanting to do that right now, but I hope that they do something like that. I wonder though, will they tone down her character? Because she's getting ready to do a Barbie movie, and
I don't think she'll. It's Harley Quinn's completely different. I don't think they would tone her down. No way. That would be kind of stupid for them.
Why is Barbie beating people with bats and mallets?
Why is Ken flat in the front? So then you got Ewan McGregor.
All right. Which I'm really excited about.
Him as Black Mask, I am also.
I'm really excited. I've never seen him play like a legit bad guy.
I wish that they would have shown the mask though.
That's gonna be the last thing.
More than likely, you're right, but that would have been cool to see the mask.
It would have been cool to see.
What if he had it like in his hand? He's looking at it. That would have been cool. Right?
It's like one day I'm gonna stick this on my face and I'm never gonna be able to get it off.
Like I still have this damn lightsaber and they won't bring me back.
I'm really interested in seeing him on screen, and like I said, I don't ever remember him being a villain. I'm sure he's been a villain in something, but I don't ever remember him being a villain. So I would love to see him as a villain.
I don't remember Ewan McGregor as a villain.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm pretty sure he has been. Train Spotting, he was not a villain.
He was not a villain. They weren't good people, but they weren't the villains of the movie.
Either way, it's going to be awesome. That cast is going to be, and they're not even done yet. They're still going to probably have even more people in that.
Cast Barbara Gordon.
Cast Barbara Gordon. Who would you have as Barbara Gordon?
Somebody.
Emma Stone.
No, she's too old.
All right.
A young redhead.
A young redhead. Becky Lynch.
Maybe, but she'd have to do an American accent.
Just not Ruby Rose, right?
No. I'm tired of seeing Ruby Rose in everything. No.
Oh man, Terrence, take us home.
All right. Yes. No Ruby Rose. Look, all you women out there that have red hair, that have done great things in films, I'm gonna think of it. I'm probably gonna post them up right now. You see, all these people. You pick one of those. Please cast one of them as Barbara Gordon.
Jessica Chastain.
Ooh, she's old.
Okay.
She's old. All right, I'm sorry. I'm not like an ageist where I'm like, oh, you can't. But no, they're trying to do a younger. Cause look, the franchise, man, the franchise. You can't be doing old people. Then they can't do it for a whole.
Amy Adams.
Hey.
She's old too. Never mind. I got it. The girl that plays on freaking It, Lilith, Sophia Lillis, the little girl. Oh, she's too young.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Never mind.
I was gonna.
Alexa Bliss.
I would see her in anything if she would do something. I was gonna say the chick from because they're gonna get recasted anyway after the merger goes through from Game of Thrones, who's doing Phoenix right now.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so just give it to her.
Okay.
Give it to her.
Why
There you
not?
go.
No.
Alrighty, so anyway, if you're still here with us, make sure you guys comment below on who you think should be Barbara Gordon, even though she's not actually in this film. Who do you think should be Barbara Gordon? We actually did a topic on another podcast about Barbara Gordon too.
We did?
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
Actually, we did this before. But put in the comments below or any other things that you guys might want to discuss that we talked about here on this show. Also, if you have not already subscribed, make sure you do that below and click that notification bell so that way you're aware of all the other videos and other shows that we do on here. Last but not least, if you want to see us get better, because obviously you can see how makeshift everything is here, make sure you contribute to our Patreon at something like that, / or patreon.com/thegoods. You can contribute anywhere from $1 on up. We have plenty of gifts and prizes for everybody who contributes.
All right, for Aspen and Art, wherever the hell they're at, I'm Manny.
I'm Terrence.
And that was a good. It's not so hard, right?
What?
Terrence.
Huh?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
How did I fucking do this in Bird Box?
A blind place.
The blind place.
All right, here we go. Ready? Hi guys, welcome to the show. Wait a minute.